And welcome back to J&J's Lowdown. This is the sports show where we're going to be talking about things that happen in the NFL during the close of week 4. So let's get started. The first thing I got to say is finally the Panthers won their second game.
About time.
I mean...
Without Cam Newton, too.
Without Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Have to give it up for Allen. I'm telling you, I'm thinking we might see the Panthers have a new starting quarterback.
Well, I mean, I'll miss Cam Newton, but it's with the injuries he's got, it's time to kind of let somebody else shine.
It is, absolutely. So, the Eagles have swapped Cypern for the Falcons linebacker Riley. What do you think about that?
I don't really care about either team, to be honest.
Well, I can definitely say that I'm not bad on the Eagles. I like them.
I mean, I don't know enough about the Falcons. I like the Eagles okay, but I'm not going to pull for them unless, they're going against the Patriots.
Not an Atlanta fan, I have to admit.
Yeah.
I'm really only like Eagles, Carolina Panthers.
Seahawks. I like the Seahawks.
Okay, I like the Steelers.
The Steelers?
Yeah.
You poor thing.
I know. Nobody's been good since Ben Roethlisberger.
It's true, unfortunately.
I mean, that's just what's happened.
Yeah, I miss Roethlisberger.
Yeah. And so the Redskins, they still haven't decided who's going to be their quarterback yet.
Yeah, no, they're going through it, and they haven't. I don't think they've won yet either, have they?
They have not won a game. Maybe that's why they haven't decided who their quarterback is. I don't know if y'all are big fans of football. I personally love football. I don't have the time that I always get to devote to watching every single game, but I do try to keep up with all the highlights and everything going on.
Yeah, well, a lot of the games play at the same time, too, and then they're not broadcast. Like the Patriots game, apparently it wasn't broadcast.
Really?
In a lot of places, yeah.
Now, see, I wouldn't be watching it anyways, even if it was broadcast.
I caught the highlights and stuff afterwards, but I mean, I was busy.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like us and you have regular jobs, you got kids to take care of, you're busy doing everything in your normal day-to-day life, or on Sundays you're trying to catch up with getting things done that you can't get done during the week.
Which means everything.
Pretty much, every single thing. The Cardinals have cut Swearinger.
Their safety, right?
Their safety. After only 4 games, they've cut him.
Guess he wasn't safe.
He's definitely not safe.
Well,
of course, now he may be extra safe because he's not with any team.
Well, yeah, put him as a free agent, wasn't it?
It was, absolutely. I mean, they released him Monday.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know what they're going to do with him.
Well, I mean, they're not going to keep him.
No, that's his second release in 9 months from a team.
Are you serious?
I am. 2 times he's been released within 9 months from a team. Needless to say, I think he might be needing to look for something else.
Might want to change professions. Flip burgers or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go the way of Gary Coleman.
Yeah, exactly. And so the Broncos have lost their linebacker Chubb. Torn ACL.
Which is a terrible injury. Out for the full season.
Yeah, for the rest of the year. And I don't know how the second string is going to pull back in and recover from that.
Well,
he was a main star.
Yeah. Well, I understand that they don't have the depth.
No, they don't.
Cover for him, so it's going to be a definite hit for the Broncos.
Absolutely. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens to them for the rest of the season on their defense.
Yeah, I mean 4 games in, maybe someone will step up and make their way, but I mean it doesn't. It's kind of looking dim, to be honest.
It's looking rough for them.
Yeah.
And so the Cowboys, their left tight end Smith is out with an ankle for the whole next week.
Really? The whole next week?
Yep.
Did he tear it? Or?
No, he didn't tear it. He's just sprained and hurt his ankle. So, their one chance, they came close to winning their last game against New Orleans, 10-12. But, now I don't know what the hopes are going to be for them coming up in week 5. I was hoping to see them at least get a win.
Yeah, they haven't even won yet, have they?
No, I believe they have won one.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they've won 1 game. I just don't know what's going to happen with him. We'll have to see how his ankle heals up during practice.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully if he stays off of it, he'll be good the week after.
Right.
They can catch back up, and hopefully other teams kind of filter out, we don't have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Patriots still just nonstop winning and have a chance to.
Speaking of that, Kansas City, they've got undefeated still. They're 4-0, and then the Patriots are 4-0. Those are the only two teams that are 4-0 this year.
8 of them going into this weekend, only 2 came out undefeated.
Right.
So, and it was a close game for the Patriots too.
It was.
So
it'd be interesting to see how this season's going to shape up.
Yeah, it's looking good for the Patriots. They lost Antonio Brown. Not really a loss, to be honest. I think he lost it.
I think he did.
So, and then we got Jalen Ramsey with the Jaguars. He's out again.
So
nobody knows that he's coming back when he's ready, I think is what they're saying.
I tell you, if they paid me that much, but some of them guys are hard hitters. And so, you get out there and you're roughing it with these professional football players. I mean, these guys can hurt you.
Yeah, well, Jalen's out not for injury. He was out for injury before.
Right.
He was sick, and then he was out because of a supposed back injury.
Now he's got a baby.
He's having, second child's being born, so he
child.
flew out with there. And
so they get maternity leave? Paternity leave?
Yeah, well, it was something apparently that he had discussed with his coach preseason, saying the kid was due, and then he decided to leave. But I mean, amidst all this talk of him wanting a trade, it does seem coincidental.
It does.
So, but they won without him. So, is he really that important? Maybe he's just an expense they don't need.
Maybe it's an easier trade than he thinks.
Yeah, maybe. But the Eagles are looking at him. But the problem is, are they going to open him up to trading? Because from what I understand,
they have to release him off his contract.
Well, yeah, but the Jaguars have been offered 2 first-round picks for him.
Woo.
So we'll see what happens. They haven't agreed to it, but it's there.
The Jaguars may go ahead and take him up on that offer.
Yeah. The problem is they don't know if they're going to get first, like at the beginning of the first round. Right. I think it's going to be towards the end. So they don't know if it's going to be a good idea to do it. They may just hold out on him and make him suffer. So
depends. We'll just have to wait and see what they do.
Yeah.
And so now for the big news. Perfect with the Oakland Raiders. Oh my goodness. Suspended for the rest of the season. I mean, he's out.
Yeah, that's the biggest suspension they've ever done.
You talk about making a statement. I mean, but how many times has he done this same thing? Or been accused of doing it?
I think a couple years ago he was suspended for 5 games. Of course, he appealed it and got down to 3. But, still, he's constantly getting in trouble. This time he put his head down and went helmet to helmet with one of the guys from the Colts. I don't remember his name. I think Jack Doyle. Jack Doyle. Yeah, Doyle. Okay. But I mean, helmet to helmet contact. Put his head down to do it. I mean, that's just dirty playing.
I mean, that's there's a reason they have rules out there, and there's a reason they want to protect these players so that we can enjoy the game.
Well, I mean, yeah, and even they said that they wanted to make sure that parents still wanted their kids to play amidst all the roughness. Because the game is rough, but they want to make it safe.
Right.
I guess as safe as it can be.
The whole 2019 is done for.
For him, yeah. I mean, if he appeals, of course, it could drop down, but I think the whole idea is they wanted to make a statement. At the most, they won't drop it below 6, I don't think. I mean, they may, but...
How much money do you think that cost him?
I don't know what the fine is. I didn't see what the fine was.
But not playing the game and being suspended has to end his money on the contract.
No, he still gets the money.
You think he still gets paid?
I bet you he still does because he's under contract. I'll have to look into it further.
I guarantee in the clause, somewhere in that contract, it states if you are doing something and the league suspends you, you forfeit your money.
Really?
We're going to check into that and see, but I'm going to bet.
Yeah, we should look to see what his fine is too. I didn't see anything. I know he was fined before a couple years ago, or I think maybe 2014,
right,
somewhere in there. But yeah, I mean, if he's lost his money too, that's huge because he's one of the big money makers. Yeah. So.
Well, listen, folks, that's all of our sports for today.
Okay, so now for a little bit of game talk. We're not going to go over many, just a couple. First off, the Surge. The Surge 2 just came out. For those of you who can't afford to play it, because there's so many games coming out. But the first Surge is available on Game Pass, like we talked about last time. It is, if you like Lords of the Fallen, you like Dark Souls, you're probably going to like the Surge. It's more robotic cybernetics. Yeah. You actually, upgrade your core and your helmet.
Also, it's pretty involved.
Yeah, there's different weapons and everything, just like in Dark Souls and Lords of the Fallen. You have a lot of different upgrades you can do, and you get implants that change your healing and your health and all sorts of little stuff.
Basically like modifications.
Yeah, basically. Kind of like the rings were in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Think of those. So if you like that kind of thing, it's a pretty good game. The only issue that I have with it is you kind of get stuck because there's no hand holding. You either figure out where you got to go or you get stuck. I played for 3 hours. I unlocked everything in the main area, and now I'm going, well, where do I go to next? So that is one of the issues I have with it.
That's frustrating.
It is a little bit, but you know what? When you finally figure out where to go, I bet you it's going to be worth it. Just like Dark Souls. I mean, you play the first, you get
Absolutely.
stuck. The second game I want to talk about is Mario Kart Tour. It came out on mobile. What can I say? I like Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart.
I like it. You don't.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. And the reason I'm not is I feel that for a game that allows you to unlock new characters on a regular basis, it's hard to unlock. And then there's the $4.99 a month subscription to get certain things to unlock the 200cc league.
I don't pay for games. Not like that.
I try not to. I've paid a couple of times for different games like Summoner Wars, things like that. But with Mario Kart Tour, I just feel like it's too heavy-handed.
Yeah.
If you spend money, you get the good stuff. If you don't spend money, you're going to struggle. And because the characters involve you getting more points to get more, to do more, it kind of cuts you a little bit to
kind of unfair. You're going to be playing all them 50-year-olds who make six figures and they're winning.
Well, yeah, you're going to play against all the whales. I mean, and it's, especially once multiplayer comes out, which we'll see how that works. But for right now, it's completely single player, playing against computers, and you're stuck with, like in my case, Bowser and Toadette. So
I got Mini Mario. I like them.
Well, yeah. I'm not even going to go into that because I'm a little angry at you for that. But the third game we want to talk about is Game of Thrones Beyond the Wall. It actually disappeared from the Google Play Store.
Yeah, you couldn't find it.
Yeah, no. I was pre-registered for it on Google Play, pre-registered for it on the website. You click on links on websites, on different news reviews or news articles, and it goes to it and it says web page cannot be found.
It's gone.
No news about it. I Googled for an entire day, nothing. So I actually emailed the developers of it, and they got back to me relatively quickly. I got an email back.
It's impressive they even responded.
Yeah, like 10, 12 hours. And they said that they have removed it while they optimize game performance and a few features getting ready for the worldwide release. So it will be back on the Play Store soon. And as soon as it does, I will be posting that on our Instagram and Twitter to let people know. Because I'm actually pretty excited about it. Not a huge show fan. I didn't like Game of Thrones show as much.
A little bit, not much.
I like the books. I actually read the books, but the show, it didn't. I don't know. I wasn't as big a fan as some people. Mainly because I just thought some of it was gratuitous, and I liked the story, but I didn't like how they portrayed it in the show. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm weird like that. So, but those are the three things I really wanted to talk about this time because I had promised you I would. Of course, our Twitch is getting up and running as well. There will be a link below to that. And I'll have some clips on there here soon of me playing a couple more Game Pass games. Maybe a little bit more Surge, just see if I can get past the main area. But yeah, definitely come join us next time. Like I said, check out Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter.
Yeah.
So many TW names.
Too many.
But we'll see you next time on Thursday when I have a little bit more about upcoming games and some more game reviews for the Game Pass. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.
See you soon.